Before we begin, please check out the description. There's a link in there for the best price possible to get this game. And also subscribe. Doing those things are going to help me a lot. And let's get started. This is a game called Coup Rebellion CS4 or GS4. This game, if you haven't played it, if you've ever played Coup, sorry, is very similar. The real difference is this has 25 characters that you can play instead of just those 5 that you have in Coup, okay? Now that might sound complicated, however, you only play with 5 of the characters at any one time. Okay, so on a scale from 1 to 5 on my ease of play, I would say this game is a 3.5. There are a lot of characters to learn, however, you only choose 5 to play on any one game, okay? So you're not going to have 25 players you have to learn every single round. You're going to have 5 players. Each one of them has its own little card that gets put on the table so that if you forget, you can read that. You don't have to have questions or be confused. It's always right there. So that kind of simplifies it a little bit. 5 characters at any one time, not 25. But what I like about this game is it has that fun game of Coup, but more in depth. You're not going to always be stuck with the same 5 characters. You could be playing with the gorilla one round, and then the gorilla could be gone the next round, and you could be playing with the lawyer, right? On the next game that you play. I mean, not the next round, but the next game, okay? So it adds a little bit of versatility to the game. It isn't always just the same 5 characters each time, which can get a little bit, I'm not sure what the word is, just boring, I guess. So how you play is it's very similar to Coup. And if you haven't played that game, check that game out. I'm going to do a review of that one here in the next few weeks or months as well. I prefer this game over Coup, so I don't even have that one. I have some friends that have it, though. I might review that one later. But basically, every player on the table, it's 3 to 6 players. Every player has 2 of these guys in their hands, okay? No one else knows who they have. They're face down in front of them, okay? So, these 2, but you have the abilities of both these players. So if someone tries to do something to you, use an ability against you, you can block it with your player's abilities, okay? Now, you're also going to have your own abilities that you can play against other players throughout the game. Now, you can also pretend to be a player that you really don't have, okay? So, for example, if I say that I'm the newscaster, but I really don't have that ability, someone can challenge me, and if they're right and I was bluffing, I lose a life, okay? But you can use that to your advantage, especially if you're going to die anyways. You can always try to block it and fake that person out and try to survive that round. Or you can try to use that ability on someone else and take them out, even if you don't have that ability. But just be warned, if they catch your bluff or call your bluff, you're going to lose a life. So it's a very fun game. It is a little bit complicated to learn, at least at first. But I would suggest getting this game. It is very fun. It is not as complicated, for example, as I would kind of say this game's kind of similar to Citadel's. If you haven't seen that review, please check it out in the description as well, or in my videos. In that you can be different characters, different rounds, and you can trade your characters into for different characters and players and stuff, which is really fun. So I really like this game. It's really interactive. It's really fast paced. It is not boring at all, but you do have to do some learning to start playing it. Once you get it, it's very fun. And like I said, only 5 players per game, and they're all on the table right there with the description, so that way you don't get confused and you can play smoothly. Anyways, guys, until next time, please subscribe. And also, really quick, actually, the whole purpose of this game is to be the last surviving person, okay? So you want to take out your enemies while staying in the game, and while using your abilities to take out other players and protect yourself. Anyway, guys, until next time, please subscribe. Check out the description for the best price possible. And by doing both those things, you're going to help me out a lot. Thanks a lot, guys.